Bengie has got so much to fill you in on. He is a fostered resident at Spirit of the Dog Rescue, and you may be familiar with him already if you've watched parts 1 to 5 of his video diary series. If you want to see those first, you can find them on his YouTube playlist and learn all about how he was found with his deceased caregiver, left alone in the house with epilepsy, his journey of coming into rescue and meeting his foster mum. You can learn about the people on his wellbeing team, his trainer, behaviourist and key volunteer, and find out about his first surgery and how he survived a life-threatening episode of pancreatitis. So as you can gather, Bengie had a very eventful 8 months. His epilepsy medication was quite expensive, so it was decided at the time that he would remain a permanently fostered rescue resident so that we could cover that cost. He was doing well on his little exercise regime, as you can see here in the video, and just doing amazingly well at home. Science and experience tells us that dogs who are in pain are more likely to show us trickier behaviours to manage. And now that Bengie had had his pancreatitis discovered and treated and was well managed, he was feeling so much better in himself. This meant that the behaviour support he needed had been reduced somewhat, and when he moved to a different veterinary practice, his epilepsy medication bill was significantly cheaper. In light of all these developments, it was decided that he was actually going to be adopted, which is amazing news. Towards the end of 2024, we decided that he would have one last big MOT at the vets, his epilepsy blood test, and a good check over before we signed the paperwork. Everything looked good, but we did have a question about the lump on his back leg, because his previous vet had said it was just a fatty lump, but around this time we'd noticed it growing quite rapidly, so we just wanted to run it by his new vet, who said that she did think it looked a bit suspicious and took a sample for testing. Unfortunately, when the results came back, his vet told us that it was a mast cell tumour, which does mean cancer. Every surgery comes with a risk of complications, and this was quite a sizable lump, and it was in such an awkward place for it to heal as well, because those stitches would likely pull when he walked. But this was quite an aggressive type of cancer, and he was only 8 years old. We had to try and remove it. So the vet told us we had 2 options. We could give chemotherapy injections to try and shrink that lump before surgery, which would make him feel very grotty, very ill, and may not work, or we could try giving him steroids to shrink that lump and then go ahead with the surgery on the 3rd of January. So we went with the second option of the steroids. Part 7 of Bengie's story is going to start in January and talk you through his 4-month recovery from this huge operation. We want to pre-warn you though that there are going to be some graphic images of surgery, but we hope you're going to come along for the ride and see why we desperately need your donations to recuperate from this enormous expense to save Bengie's life and get him cancer free.